Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Batch 1. So for today's video, I am going to memorize the Preamble and the Bill of Rights. So without further ado, let's get started. So for Preamble, we, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God in order to build a just and humane society and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of independence and democracy under the rule of law and a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace, to ordain and promulgate this Constitution. So that was all about the Preamble. So now I'm going to proceed on the Bill of Rights. Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the laws. Section 2. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures of whatever nature or for any purpose shall be inviolable, and no such warrant or warrant of arrest shall issue except upon probable cause to be determined personally by the judge after examinations under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witnesses he may produce, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Section 3A. The privacy of communication or correspondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court or when public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law. Section 3B. Any evidence obtained in violation of this or the preceding section shall be inadmissible for any purpose in any proceeding. Section 4. No law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expression, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. Section 5. No law shall be made respecting establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. No religious test shall be required for the exercise of civil or political rights. Section 6. The liberty of abode and of changing the same within the limits prescribed by law shall not be impaired except upon lawful order of the court. Neither shall the right to travel except upon in the interest of the national security, public safety, or public health as may be provided by law. Section 7. The right of the people to information in matters of public concern shall be recognized. Access to official records and to documents and papers pertaining to official acts, transactions, or decisions, as well as to government research data used as basis for policy development, shall be afforded the citizen subject to such limitations as may be provided by law. Section 8. The right of the people, including to those employed in public or private sectors, to form unions, associations, or societies for purposes not contrary to law shall not be abridged. Section 9. Private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. Section 10. No law impairing the obligation of contracts shall be passed. Section 11. Free access to the court and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person by reason of poverty. 12. Any person under investigation for the commission of an offense shall have the right to inform of his right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel, preferably of his own choice. If the person cannot afford the services of counsel, he must be provided with one. This right cannot be waived except in writing and the presence of the counsel. 12b. No torture, force, violence, threat, intimidations, or any other means which vitiate the free will shall be used against him. Secret detention places, solitary, incommunicado, or other similar forms of detentions are prohibited. Section 12c. Any other confessions or admission obtained in violation of this or Section 17 hereof shall be inadmissible in evidence against him. Section 12D. The law shall provide penal and civil sanctions of violation of these sections, as well as compensation to and rehabilitations of victims of torture or similar practices and their families. Section 13. All persons except those charged with offenses punishable by reclusion perpetua when the evidence of guilt is strong shall, before conviction, be bailable by sufficient securities or be released on recognizance as may be provided by law. The right to bail shall not be impaired even when the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus is suspended. Excessive bail shall not be required. Section 14A. No person shall be held to answer for a criminal offense without due process of law. Section 14B. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall be presumed innocent until the contrary is proved, and shall enjoy the right to be heard by himself and counsel, to be informed of the nature and cause of accusation against him, to have speedy, impartial, or public trial, and to have a compulsory process to secure the attendance of witnesses and the production of evidence in his behalf. However, after arraignment, trial may proceed notwithstanding the absence of the accused, provided that he has been duly notified and his failure to appear is unjustifiable. Section 15. The privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended in cases of invasion or rebellion when the public safety requires it. Section 16. All persons shall have the right to a speedy disposition for their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. Section 17. No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Section 18A. No person shall be detained solely by reason of his political beliefs and aspirations. Section 18B. No involuntary servitude in any form shall exist except as a punishment for a crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. Section 19A. Excessive fines shall not be imposed, nor cruel, degrading, or inhuman punishment inflicted. Neither shall death penalty be imposed unless for compelling reasons involving heinous crimes the Congress hereafter provides for it. Any death penalty already imposed shall reduce to reclusion perpetua. Section 19B. The employment of physical, psychological, or degrading punishment against prisoner or detainee, or the use of substandard and inadequate penal facilities under subhuman conditions shall be dealt with by law. 20. No person shall be imprisoned for a debt or non-payment of a poll tax. 21. No person shall be put twice in jeopardy of punishment for the same offense. If an act is punished by a law and an ordinance, conviction or acquittal under either shall constitute a bar to another prosecutions for the same act. Section 22. No ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall be enacted. And that would be all. Thank you and God bless us all.